Hi, I'm Spencer, and I'm an enthusiast of VR. I've enjoyed the industry from the start, and I'm happy to stay now that it's starting to become mainstream. Even with easier access than in the past, virtual reality is still inaccessible or unthought of for a large portion of consumers. My business, the Virtual Reality Haven, is a mobile VR arcade that will provide easy access for anyone interested. For a small price, the consumer can step into my virtual haven. So my business will be operating as a service. It'll be a mobile VR arcade. I'll go to local events and set up my tent there. And I will also be available for booking via my website in the near future. I'm operating under a sole proprietorship right now as I'm the sole owner. My short-term goals will be to acquire venues for my arcade. So I'd like to go to local events, things like that. And I would also like to find some school events. So I will sign up for YEA through my principal of Bellwood, Mr. Schreier, and he's promised me that I can go to some events like prom and set up for free there. I would also like to be available for booking private events such as birthday parties or things like that via my website or Instagram account. And I would like to have a brick and mortar location eventually. So my main competition will be other vendors at events that I'm at, and other entertainment, because they'll draw attention away from my VR arcade. But mine grabs the attention and is the only thing like it in the area. So it's unique to the area, as there's no VR arcades within 3 hours of Altoona. So I have a broad market because my main market will be younger kids that are bored at events or will be already interested in VR gaming or gaming and things like that. But at the same time, I think that I can tap into any other age group because I'll have more comfortable and less intense experiences for an older audience. So I would like to reach as far as possible via my social media and word of mouth. And I would like to be able to operate within the Altoona, Hollidaysburg, Bellwood, Tyrone area. I have an Instagram account, a Facebook account, and a website. So my economics and different experiences, I have a 20-minute experience for $15, and I have a 50-minute experience for $30. So the second one is a little bit cheaper, but usually in between times that people are in there, I have to reset them up with the headset and get the game going and stuff like that. So I think that with the 50-minute experience, I'll be able to get more people through every hour. So my operating cost will be variable by the vendors that I'm at. Usually they go about $75 to $125 depending on the venues. And eventually they'll be obsolete as I will be going to people for private bookings and I won't have to pay for a place to be at. Other than that, I'll have monthly cleaning supplies, which should be about $50 a month, so they're pretty cheap. My projected monthly income statement, I plan on selling 80 short experiences roughly per month. So that'll be working a couple hours every weekend, but it can go up depending on how much I want to work. And it's all dependent on the amount of time I want to put in. So that being said, my variable costs will be about $375 to $550 a month, and my net profit will be about $525 per hour. So for the startup, it'll cost about $1,000. I need a second VR headset. I already have one. I need more games, so I have a wider variety of experiences and games for the consumer to play. I need extra battery packs in case I'm at a venue where I don't have immediate access to electricity. And I need a blackout tent, which I found on Alibaba for $250. And I would also like my first month of cleaning supplies to be covered so that I can keep it running for a little bit. My personal savings is $200, and I have $100 that I've been promised from my family. So I'm asking you investors for $800 today to cover my startup. Thank you for your consideration of the VR Haven.
Investors, do we have any questions? Go ahead.
How much space is required at the venues? What are you looking for?
So right now I'm thinking about a 10 by 20 tent. But if I get it to be private bookings, I'll probably buy 2 tents, and then I can have 2 operating at the same time, so I can get more people through it. So I'll be able to scale upwards very quickly after the startup. Yes, ma'am?
Do you expect customers to repeat, come back a number of times for the experience?
I don't think at venues, but it is a real possibility. Yeah, I don't think so, just because it's a longer experience, but they could, yeah. But I think I'll be operating at about max capacity at all times throughout any venues I'm at. So, any other questions? Sure.
What's the battery life? You know, how many batteries you're gonna need?
I can usually get 6 to 8 hours. But I'll have the extra battery headsets, so I do plan that it'll last about a full day. Eventually, I would like to get it to a point where I can have access to electricity, depending on the venues. Most of them should have it, but also at that point, I'll be able to hook them up to, I have gaming computers that I can hook them up to have an extra upgrade in graphics.
Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Matt Smith,
And I'm Austin Beecham.
and we are S&B Cards and Collectibles.
A little bit about what we do. We're focused on buying and reselling sports cards and different collectibles. We are a retail type of business, and we are operating as a partnership. Some business goals that we have set for ourselves is we want to make a little extra money in high school, just like any other high school student. And we also want to get people in our schools and our community involved in the growing hobby and buy some cards from us. Some long-term goals we're focused on is eventually opening a brick and mortar store, and we also want to surpass $10,000 in sales at some point. Some of our other competitors we include are Juniata Cards, Steel City Cards, and StockX. But what sets us apart from these other competitors is we are the most convenient, especially at the local level. The more items you buy, the more of a discount you kind of get. It's kind of a reward system that we're working on and operating with. And we also offer a lot of different eras of cards, including some old and rare cards. For example, Joe Montana, Bo Jackson, Jim Brown rookie cards.
We sell our products locally and online through our website. Our target market consists of male teenagers and men with money set aside to spend on a hobby. Any sports-minded person can also be considered in our target market.
A little bit about our marketing plan. Our pricing is going to differ depending on what we're selling, if it's a card, if it's a box, or a collectible. Those are the 3 main things that we offer. And we're going to promote primarily on different social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook. We're also launching a website soon that we'll be doing all our online sales on.
Our prices will vary depending on rarity and quality. A box could go anywhere from $20 to $40 depending on rarity and guaranteed autographs inside that box.
Our monthly sales projections for January and February, we used our actual sales, which was about 5 to 10 units between those months. And then we also are predicting and projecting up to 30 units at one point in a month.
As you can see, our selling price varies from every item we have. A single sport card can go anywhere from $1 to $20, and one box can go anywhere from $20 to $80 or more.
Our average monthly operating costs will add up to, we're predicting about $680. A majority of this is going towards our inventory and stocking up on various items, which we're designating about $550 towards that. And we're also want to put some money towards card supplies to keep them protected and shipping supplies to get them out on our online orders. So once again, that's going to add up to about $680 to operate.
In 1 month, we're projecting 15 sales where we hope to profit about $56. In a year, we are hoping to sell around 300 units where we profit nearly $1,700.
Here we look at our startup investment. Once again, most of this is going towards our inventory as we put $550 towards that. A lot of it's also going towards our website. We registered for our domain name, and we also put the fee to design the website and really build it. And we also have the trade show fee coming up for our trade show, which we are very excited for. And our total startup investment we're predicting to be about $725.
So we're asking you investors for $700 to help fund our startup. We will each contribute $150 from our personal savings, while we get $100 from friends and relatives. Once again, we are asking for $700 and an overall startup of our business for $1,100.
Our mission statement, our goal is to bring the prominent hobby of collecting sports cards and collectibles to an area where it is in high demand with a slim supply. We want to provide an efficient and convenient way for our customers to buy and collect. We enjoy the hobby itself and are passionate about our plan as well. Thank you for your consideration of HBbq Cards and Collectibles. Any questions?
Where do you guys acquire sports cars from?
So we are looking into finding like a wholesaler so that we can buy into bulk products that can give us like our best profit margins. So we're looking into wholesalers right now.
Where do you see the percentage of your sales coming from? I mean, in person or online?
Really, a lot online, mostly because like we have that access to the website where not a lot of people do. Like a lot of people just sell off of social media. So that kind of sets us apart a little bit as we have our own website where you can go straight on, click on and buy, and we also offer better prices than if you would do that at Target or Walmart. And they don't always have those products. They're usually sold out very fast. So that kind of what sets us apart from that, but mostly online.
Do you see the majority of your sales coming from, what I think you call them sealed boxes, or those rare collectible type items?
Probably our boxes, because people want to have the chance of getting rare cards and not spending as much money. So you could get a card out of a box that's worth like $500 and the box only worth $20. So they want to take that chance and try to get a rare card.
$1.9 trillion. According to Statista.com, in 2019, the global retail sales of apparel and footwear reached $1.9 trillion and is expected to grow and reach $3 trillion by 2030. As you can see, this is a huge market, and that is where we come in. I'm Alan Weidel, and my partner Brian Black could not make it today due to an illness. As you know, being a business owner, it is being able to handle the unexpected. Regardless, I'm here to introduce our company called HBbq. HBbq is a retailer where we sell new and used shoes, apparel, and accessories. Some of the brands we carry include Nikes like Air Jordans, Adidas like Yeezys, and brands like Supreme. Between Brian and I, we have about $13,000 in sales between the two of us in the past few years, and we will be operating as an LLC. Every business has goals they set for themselves, so here are some of ours. Some of our short-term goals include reaching 10 sales and reaching 500 social media engagements in the first 3 months of operating. Our long-term goals are reach 125 sales and open up a brick and mortar store within a year. Those shoes right there, you guys can pass them down if you want to look at them. But I bought those shoes on a retail drop November 16th in 2019 for retail, which is $160. They are now selling for $545 on StockX.com. That means in just this sale alone, if I sold them right now, I would make $385 profit on just one pair of shoes. Some of our competitors include StockX, GOAT, and Grail. They all operate strictly online and guarantee authenticity. Although they seem like great places to shop, they have no physical location and aren't great with customers when it comes to orders and customer service and shipping. We edge them competitively with a wide range of items along with 3 to 5 day shipping. We also benefit our locals by being available to them. We will operate our business online and in the Blair County area, like I said before, for local shoppers. Our target market would be 14 to 40-year-old men and women. These people typically are interested in stylish and possibly expensive clothing. Our business will be operated mainly on MerakiConsignment.com with an option of delivery to locals in Blair County. Our lowest price shoe could be around $40 and could range to over $1,000 depending on the type of shoe and the hype around it. Apparel and accessories will also be in that range. We plan to market our target market on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, word of mouth, and t-shirts with our logo on it. This is a screenshot of the website we have right now. We haven't posted anything on it yet, but that's where we will operate. Our shoes, apparel, and accessories are on an average of $100 per unit. And with that being said, a product with the proper shipping utensils in a poly mailer would cost about $100.52, and in a box it would cost $101.35. This is an overview of our monthly sales projections. We expect to gain a few sales per month, and then our sales will take off as the year goes on. Our busiest months will be in August and December because of Christmas and back to school shopping. Like I said before, one unit is one pair of shoes, an article of clothing, or an accessory, and we plan to make 35% per unit, with no labor costs included because we buy our products ready to be sold. Our average monthly operating costs are outlined here. These calculations were made estimating that we sell about 10 1/4 products per month. Our fixed costs are $51 and our variable costs are $15.28. And that makes our total monthly operating costs without inventory $66.28. Currently, the value of clothing and apparel is sitting at $1.9 trillion. Like I said before, and market projections are calling for that number to almost double by 2030. Due to current economic trouble, we think the market could turn to discount on secondhand merchandise. In our first year, projections are modest but easily achievable, leaving room to grow with the market and our experience. In years 1 through 3, 50% of all profits we will hold to invest, allowing us to grow more. Our startup costs are shown here. Our startup costs come to a total of $2,767.18. Our goal is to get $2,750 in investments, and we are putting in $500 with 50 from our relatives. That means we are asking for $2,200 today from you investors. Thank you for your consideration of Meraki, and once again, we are asking for $2,200 today.
Are you doing accessories yet, or just shoes to start?
The accessories aren't.
The accessories aren't as like major. It would be mainly like the shoes and clothing.
It's kind of a two-part question in that, so when you go to buy these sneakers when they're released, one, how do you determine what size you're going to buy? Or are you going to buy multiple sizes if possible? And then two, are you going to be holding on to these products for a long time before you try to resell them and the value goes up potentially?
It depends on like the history of the item. Like some items have more of a history of being like a hold item where you sell in like a year. And then some items are like quick sell items. And then there's some sizes like 9 to like 12 that are the best sizes that would make you the most money. Anyone else?
Is it difficult to get inventory from these drops? Meaning, is it difficult to obtain those items that you're trying to get at these drops?
Sometimes it can be hard, but if you can't get them, then you can like you can make connections with other people and they'll give you good deals. Or if you know that the value's going to go up over time, you can buy them when it's low and then sell later when the price raises.
Thank you very much.
I'm just going to come around and hand you guys all of our business cards. And then she's going to bring out this behind me, which has all of our products on it. So just give us 1 second. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marissa White.
And I'm Ashton Brown.
And today we're here to talk about mental health awareness since COVID started. In 2020, Boston College researchers found anxiety increased by 50% and depression by 44%. This rate is 6 times higher than it was in 2019 before COVID started. So our business idea is to promote mental health awareness through positive sayings on the back of hoodies like mental health matters or you're worth so much more than how they made you feel. Down in the corner is a little example.
Some short-term goals that we have is that we would like to sell 10 hoodies by May. And we would also like to gain our online presence on our Instagram and also our TikTok. And on our Instagram, we currently have 34 followers and would like to get up to 250 by the end of the school year. And we would also like to finish our website, upload all of our products for people to start buying, and for also our supplies and for our Curve trade show. And a long-term goal that we have is that we would like to start selling tote bags, bucket hats, and also phone cases.
In this market, we don't have very many competitors, however, that is changing. And there are two that we would like to highlight today, and that is Olive Lynn and We're Not Really Strangers. Our advantage over them is that we would be donating 10% to other nonprofits like the Child Mind Institute and the Jalen Marie Foundation.
For marketing and advertising, we would like to market through our school through our school student store. A way that we are doing this is from sticky notes with our sayings on them, which would have our Instagram and our TikTok. And we would also put up posters in our teachers' classrooms with their permission to advertise our business. We would also use our personal social medias to help advertise it. On our TikTok, we'll be posting more behind-the-scenes videos on what we're doing with our business and how we create our stuff.
This is our Instagram and TikTok, and they both have the same handle, which is Weather the Storm 333.
Marissa had made 2 Google Forms that we sent out to our peers. For the first one, we acquired 116 responses, and we had asked questions like, do you like Gildan hoodies, and how much you would pay for a hoodie. For those responses, we chose to go with Gildan brand and also helped decide what sayings that we wanted on our hoodies. And we also decided that we would go with the price of $35 to $40. And with the second survey, it helped us figure out what colors people like to see together and which ones they did not like.
And these are some of the photos that are on our Instagram that show off the products that we do have. We have hats that are available in white, blue, and pink, and our hoodies, and then we also have tumbler mugs that have our logo on them.
The definition of one hoodie would be $20.10, and for a shirt would be $13.73. So from the sale of a hoodie, we will be making $15, and from the sale of a t-shirt, we will be making $10.50.
These are our monthly sales projections. Our best season would be during the colder months, like October through February. However, we have a method to keep sales up during the summer months, which is in our marketing and advertising techniques. We would advertise during the summer months that our hoodies are the best for a late night campfire whenever you just came back from the beach and you just want to relax in a good quality hoodie.
For our monthly operating costs, it would be about $4.42. We will be donating 10% monthly, and how much that actually would be depends on how many hoodies that we sell that month. Also, we will be buying products and supplies as needed.
And this part highlights our startup investment. We have purchased all of the products listed on here, which was around $5,300.
And then here are some images of our workspace and where our inventory is located and where we make our hoodies.
And this kind of just highlights our personal investment again. We total have around $5,300 put into this, and we're asking for $6,500 today.
So again, from the investors, we are asking for $6,500. This will help pay for our needed supplies to run our business and order more inventory for the Curve trade show. This will also be used to keep our website up and running.
Thank you for your time and attention tonight. And just to say again, we are asking for $6,500. Any questions? We don't bite, I promise.
Everything you're doing is using heat press?
Yes.
Did you ever consider or compare the cost going to like a direct print, passive type of online approach?
We were in contact with somebody, and we were talking about having them doing all the ordering for us and doing the screen printing, but it ended up not being as cost efficient as us doing it ourselves. Yep.
I think kind of the tailwind of better mental health awareness is really a good thing that's happening in the world right now. I was wondering, like, what evidence do you have that like consumers want to like wear that on their shirt, literally?
So TikTok is a great example of that. You see in videos all the time of creators getting sent kind of packages with mental health awareness around it and with hoodies with sayings on them. So a lot of people are interested in it, and on TikTok especially after COVID and like being in like a house by yourself or like staying with somebody, a lot of people are being more open about their mental health and talking about it on a social media platform, and that kind of brings in like consumers and wanting to help other people without directly like helping them, if that makes sense. So the hoodies would be a great way to help promote mental health, and then the consumer from buying our hoodies would see that we're donating, and they would be a part of that essentially in helping people who do struggle severely that they're getting the help that they need to.
Very cool. Good mission.
Thank you.
I apologize if I missed this. Have you sold any items?
We haven't sold any. We've been waiting for our website to be finished and kind of ready for that. But we do have a lot of people that are interested in buying hoodies right now from us.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
So we are a mobile auto detailing company prioritizing convenience for our customers. Our services include interior and exterior cleaning as well as waxing, and customers can easily schedule through our website. Our short-term goals are to increase our monthly customers to 5 or more and to gain 3 returning customers per month. Our long-term goals are to make over $3,000 in gross sales and to upgrade our equipment, including a new pressure washer, water tank, and a trailer.
Our main competitors are Diamond Auto Detailing, First Class Auto, and most car dealerships. The way we are different from those companies, we come to you, we're less expensive, and we have a nice customer option for the scheduling. Target market in the area are car owners that are looking for their car to be clean, and we estimate 15 to 20,000 in this market. And if we just get 30 returning customers, we would gross $2,100 a month.
So looking at the marketing a little bit, this is the most important part because it shows how easy it is to use our website. Within a couple of clicks, you can schedule to get your car cleaned. It's easy and simple. No more having to navigate Facebooks that aren't well set up or having to call a number that doesn't even work. We make it easy for the customer to contact us, and we get a text and we're able to come to you. We're also using Instagram to reach the local area, and we also have a discount program to attract new customers and also have return customers coming back to us for future cleanings.
So in total, it costs us between $17 and $20 to detail one vehicle, and we offer 3 different packages ranging from $60 to $90. That's all depending on the vehicle size. And that would put our net profit per vehicle anywhere from $50 to $70. These are our sale projections for this year. We expect to do much better in the warmer months. Since we're mobile, we're doing it outside. We can't detail as much in the cold.
$10 a month for water is our fixed variables, and gas and cleaning supplies add up to $60, which will total $70 per month.
So looking at our expenses and monthly projections, we have our fixed costs at $70, and we're projected to sell 6 units a month, which will actually net us a profit of nearly $200 a month after taxes. Our yearly projections are kind of hindered because we cannot detail year-round, but with the 7 to 8 months that we do get, we estimate an average of 54 vehicles at $70 each, which nets us about $1,600 in net profit.
To increase productivity, efficiency, and quality, we will be investing into a new pressure washer, trailer, and a 300-gallon water tank, among other cleaning supplies. Our total startup cost will be $2,845.
So, we personally have put in $400, $100 each from us, and we have already bought a majority of the supplies, so we are asking $2,445 from you investors here today. Thank you for your consideration of Some Detailing Company.
You guys thought about how much you want to make from a summer of hard work?
Yes, of course. I mean, because how easy it is for us to schedule, we're willing and open to any type of increase. On our website, you can actually email us if it's something bigger, but for any regular consumer that just wants their car cleaned, they can also schedule through there, which leaves us very open to a lot of hard work.
How do you intend to get your name out there so people know where to go?
Yeah, so our major focus is definitely Instagram marketing because we're like a younger crowd. We can engage with that very well. And off of that, we're going to redirect them to our website. And our website is made so it's easy for anyone of any age to use. Within a couple clicks, you get in and you get your car scheduled for a cleaning. We come to you, it's easy and convenient. We hope that model will be very, very useful for people who just want something easy. Yes.
Are you guys kind of all going to the same location then as a group, or would you split up depending on your demand? And then, what are your costs going to be in getting to your detailing locations?
Well, depending on how many we have scheduled a day, we can take all 4 of us, or we can split it into 2 groups of 2. I don't think we do just a single person at one location. And then the cost of getting there, I mean, that depends on, like, per month how many vehicles we'll be detailing. We're going to try to keep it like within a 20-mile range maybe.
Yeah, kind of off of that, the website itself actually limits you when you put in your address. If it's further than a 20-mile radius from our homes, it'll actually redirect and let you know that we can't detail it at UCI. In the future, if we expand, that can definitely be increased depending on what we decide to do with that. Any other questions?
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm a pretty loud person, so I don't need a microphone. My name is Leah Homan, and this is Brennan Meyer. Let me ask you all a question. Do you remember when you were at Grandma's house as a little girl or as a little boy, and that smell fills her kitchen? She hands you a glass of milk. She says, hey, let the cookies cool down. Of course, we could never wait. Then you eat one, and you ended up eating 5 more. But all of it adding up to something greater than a cookie. Treasured memories with your grandma and family. Brennan and I value this memory, and we want to give it back to you with a cookie that is just like Graham's.
All right, $30 billion. Let me say that again. $30 billion. That's how much the cookie industry is worth in the United States. To add to that, Pennsylvania is known as the snack capital of the world, something we can all be proud of. Now, what I'm trying to show from this is that although people may laugh at the idea of a cookie company, and may ask, what profit is there to be in cookies? Lee and I are here to say there is profit, and we are trying to find our way into that market.
So our chocolate chip cookie is totally homemade, with name brand ingredients, each measured to perfection. Made fresh too from the kitchen, our cookie stands out with no preservatives. And for anyone with a hectic schedule, our cookie is totally pre-made.
All right, let's talk about the goals. So our short-term goals is to sell 150 cookies by the end of July and to establish 3 reoccurring customers. Our long-term goals is to establish connections with 5 fundraisers that sell our cookies and to diversify our menu by adding a variety of baked goods.
So our competitors are Lisa Becker Bakery, Say It With Sweets, and Insomnia Cookies. Now, these competitors all have one thing in common. They're expensive. As you will see, Brennan and I's cookie is far more reasonably priced. To add to this, Insomnia Cookies are located at the Hawaiian State College, which is not appealing to the Altoona area market, leaving only 2 well-known bakeries in Altoona that do serve chocolate chip cookies, but aren't specializing in it like Brennan and I pride ourselves with our company.
So who's our market? We're looking at adults ages 25 to 40 and their children ages 7 to 16 who are actively involved in fundraisers. We know who our market is. These are people who are heavily rooted in their communities and value the need for a fundraiser. And with a fundraiser, inevitably comes with a need for a marketable product to sell. That's where our cookies come into.
So our marketing plan will be done by utilizing 3 important steps, though we aren't limiting ourselves to these. First, Brennan and I pride ourselves in letting our product do the talking. We want to use any opportunity possible to get our delicious cookie into a customer's mouth. First, we will do this by utilizing vendor shows. At vendor shows, our cookie will be front and center, tempting any adult and hungry child that keeps nagging their parents. This will give us an advantage in being able to let our customers personally try our product and then tell their friend how good it was. Fundraising is our next one. It's the most important. We will use this with schools, charities, and churches. Putting our cookies in fundraising spans the amount of people we can reach and enjoy its deliciousness, leaving them wanting more. This is especially important as we start our company, since we don't have a well-known reputation. After fundraising for several seasons, growing our name, we can move to a different form of sales.
So let's get to the economics. A unit is going to be 2 cookies. That's going to cost around $2.50. It takes us about an hour to make 36 cookies, and our total cost of supplies per unit is $1.30, leaving us $1.20 in profit. Now that those sales do come from a fundraiser, a portion of that profit will go to the fundraiser.
Brennan and I invested $200 of our own charge. We asked friends and family for $50, and today investors, we ask you for $500. This $500 will be to buy cookie supplies and to further our marketing strategies. I want to thank you so much for any consideration you can give Home and Made.
And I want to leave you with our mission statement. That's to provide delicious, high-quality cookies that evoke a positive experience of nostalgia in our customers. Thank you.
Questions?
We couldn't be that good, so.
So this is the packaging?
No, well, right as of now, we have in plastic bags. Brennan and I want to move to a form where we can use our packaging as a marketing strategy. Obviously, we want it to be a cuter, more appealing look than a plastic bag.
With our logo on it too.
Yes.
What would that do to your unit cost?
It will go up eventually, yes. Brennan?
No, I don't have that right now.
Do you need to have your kitchen certified at all for this?
Yes, so, right, so actually I have pets in my house, so we would have to cut off our kitchen, and you can do it still at home, but it would have to be certified, and because I have pets, it'd have to be like clearly blocked off.
And we've talked to others who are in baking, and they've done the same thing. They've had pets and baked out of their kitchen and then sold it that way. So we can do that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is Rebecca Lewis. The name of her company is Recycled Runway.
For you. Have you ever bought a dress for a dance or any event, wore it once and left it in the closet and never saw it again? My name is Rebecca Lewis and I am the founder of Recycled Runway. I wanted to start this because I have always been interested in business and I have loved fashion. I am buying and reselling prom and homecoming dresses to girls in high school. I will be marketing the dresses on my Instagram page, and a customer can purchase or sell a dress by reaching out to me. Every dress I buy will be dry cleaned and in good condition to be sold. One of my short-term business goals is to have sold 6 dresses by year-end 2022. To achieve this goal, I will be marketing dresses for prom in May and upcoming dances in the fall. My long-term goals include eventually fitting dresses in private appointments and selling 30 dresses by May 2023. There are 2 dances for most schools in Blair County by the time May comes around, not including prom, even considering that girls are already looking for prom dresses by May. So I'm almost certain that this goal will be achieved. Not mentioned on this slide are my competitors. Most of my competitors are online websites that sell high school dresses. My personal experience with online stores is negative, especially with dresses. An example is this year's homecoming. I had bought a dress from Lucy in the Sky, and it was supposed to come 2 weeks before my dance, but ended up coming 2 months after. I had to find a last-minute dress from a friend for the dance, and it was not ideal. When buying from online stores, there are often shipping delays and no guarantee of the quality or fit. The other competitors are stores like Pine Ridge, Formalities, and more shops like this. Overall, these are known to be expensive. My competitive advantages are that I'm personal, I have built trust with a large portion of my customers, and it is convenient for last-minute purchases. As my target audience is girls my age, my personal Instagram account was a perfect place to reach out to my personal customers. I used surveys and got a huge amount of positive feedback. I was even reached out to by someone that had a brand new dress and wanted to give a donation. I will market all of my dresses through my Instagram account. This is the best platform for my target audience, as it is an app designed and most popular for teenagers. This is a sample of my Instagram account that I'll be marketing on. As you can see, in April, I will sell an average of 6 dresses. After factoring in all of my costs, my net monthly profit will be $119.20. In a year, I project selling 22 dresses. My net profit will be $437.08 after accounting for expenses and taxes. To start on my business, I need dresses to sell as well as the money for dry cleaning and the cost for the trade show. Together, the total startup cost is $400 today. Oh, $600, sorry. I will be putting in $100 of my own money, and my parents are also contributing $50. That means I'm asking the investors for $400 today. Thank you for your time and consideration of Recycle Runway. Any questions?
Will the customers have to fit into what you have, or do you offer a service with tailoring?
They would probably have to fit. I didn't think about tailoring it yet, but maybe in the near future. Any others?
Could you tell us a little bit about your inventory? You know, are you going to have a lot of, you know, you potentially could have a lot of dresses that are not selling and a lot that are selling, and how do you kind of envision balancing that?
So if I have a dress that doesn't sell for a while, I would probably bring down the cost of it. So if I had it for like, if I had it for homecoming and it didn't sell, and prom was coming up, I'd obviously lower the cost of it because nobody would buy it. But and the next year, it would probably be lowered.
How do you plan to get all of your merchandise? Will you go to pick it up?
Yeah, I would probably pick it up because most of my customers and sellers would be local, as my page will be run mostly to local. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Chris Mickness and I'm here to present Hog, Beef, and Bird Barbecue Company, or HBbq. You have the clicker down there? Yep. Sorry. You're good. Thanks. Alright, so a little background about my business. My dad's side of the family has a very large family reunion every year, and after a couple years of having burgers and dogs, we got bored and decided to start experimenting with barbecue. This hobby quickly got away from us, and it became a desire to start our own barbecue food truck. We didn't know quite where to start, but whenever we got a call from a family friend about an abandoned camper at a campground, we knew what we had to do. So whenever we got to the camper, it was in pretty rough shape. But we had a dream, and with a little bit of research, we found all the items we needed to create a full, functioning barbecue food truck. But we had no money. So, in the summer of 2018, we smoked a 7-foot alligator and sold it for $50 a plate, which it was able to fundraise enough money for us to get what is now our beautiful smoker. So we've been operating for a little bit now, and we are looking to start into the local business area at a roadside location. So this summer we would like to operate a roadside location and get a little bit of a social media following in the area. Our long-term goals for that would be to get a loyal customer base that comes back and wants our product and follows us on our Instagram. So our location, right across from Tractor Supply, and right next is a Cut Above. So that really tailors to our target market of 30 to 60-year-old men. So some of our competitors, Holland Brothers does catering in the area. They're not really a direct competitor considering we're a roadside location. Another competitor would be Larry's Barbecue. They do a lot of concession stuff, such as like local events in the area. And then a roadside stand in the area would be Sipes's. They're kind of out toward Duncansville, and that would give us the competitive advantage of being the only roadside stand in Hollidaysburg and Altoona area. So our location, as I said, right across from Tractor Supply. Our target market, 30 to 60-year-old men that want to try some barbecue. So as we get into the economics a little bit, in front of you, there's a pulled pork sandwich, which costs us $125. Pulled pork nachos, which are $175. And not in front of you, but our barbecue platter is $423. So it gives us an average cost of $364. We're usually making about $9 profit on that. So just our total operating cost, if we were to set up at a roadside location, would be around $5,000. So this is our yearly and monthly income projections if we had 250 customers per week. That gives us about a net profit of $17,000. So what I'm asking you guys for as my startup investment, I need a 10 by 12 tent to set up if there is some bad weather for a day. 3 months rental of that roadside location, as well as some supplies that I would mostly use for merch and meat and other such things to operate. So I've already put in $200 of my personal savings. I'm asking my parents and relatives for $200, and I'm asking you guys today for $3,700. Thank you for your consideration and time. Questions? Is that good, huh?
I think they're still eating.
maybe that's what it is.
But we got a couple.
Oh, sorry. All right, down there.
Will you go to other locations? I mean, in just one location, or is it too hard to do?
So it's not that hard to move everything. We can obviously move if we're not finding that location is really working out for us. But for right now, I think that's a pretty good location on the old Route 220. So.
Do you do any of the cooking yourself?
Oh, of course. I've been doing it for 2 years. It's my summer job. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Our next presentation is from Ethan Stevenson. The name of the company is Precision Landscape Services. Ethan, you have this
service, and I provide a multitude of services such as lawn care, which includes mowing, trimming, and blowing. And I also provide landscaping, including mulching and rocking, some labor, and other special projects such as trimming, weeding, pruning, or generally anything that the customer kind of needs. Here's some pictures of the work that I've done this past summer. Generally when I mow, I kind of like to mow a separate way each time to keep the grass healthy, make a nice pattern, just kind of overall make it look a little bit more professional. Sorry. So for my business goals, I have 3 short-term goals, which is provide a quality service, satisfy my customer, and as well as also work to the best of my ability. My long-term goals are steady growth, capitalize on future opportunities, and also increase customer satisfaction. And generally all these goals kind of relate to one big goal, which is customer satisfaction, putting a positive impact on the customer. Because from what I've learned in the past couple of years, customer always comes first with the business, and all these kind of build a good, trustful relationship with them, which overall helps with growth. So my competition, I have Green Lawn Care Incorporated and Bex Maintenance as well. But my competitive advantage over them is my service it's more one-on-one based, as long as my open availability helps work within the customer schedule. And I like to make it a little bit more personable. A 5 to 10 minute conversation after working doesn't hurt anyone, builds a little bit of trust within the relationship. Just overall helps the company as well. So market analysis, I'm located in Hollidaysburg and Duncansville, and it usually is ranging ages between early 20s to late 90s, whether it's the busy professional or the elderly that kind of need assistance, as well as just some other people in there that may not be able to get around to mowing or landscaping jobs as well. So for marketing plan, I like to call the slide 4 Ps: price, place, product, and promotion plan. So the price is what always varies depending on the service. My place is always customized at the customer's location. My product is lawn care and landscaping. And my promotion plan, the reason why I'm here, I want to take my business to the next level. Get business cards, door hangers, brochures, flyers, t-shirts, really get my name out there, put a brand to it, and grow to become an actual working business. So for cost of supplies, as I just said, I'd be investing in business cards, flyers, brochures, door hangers, t-shirts, and my biggest investment is a 5x8 open wood floor utility trailer that would help me make it more accessible to carry around my equipment as well. So for my monthly sales projections, January, February, December, quarter months, nothing's really growing, and start up around March, April, springtime starts to come along, things start growing, and then from May to September, my prime time working months is when I generally get the most business, and then as fall comes around, obviously it starts to slow down. So for my economics per one unit, I provide a multitude of services such as like mowing, landscaping, but for this I priced it as labor, which is $15 an hour, which gives me a gross profit of $15 an hour. My average monthly operating cost, I have gas for my mower and my transportation as well. And then equipment maintenance, just in case I have something to fix on my lawnmower, weed whacker, need to buy some extra string trimmer, stuff like that, which gives me a total operating cost of $170. So my projected monthly and yearly income statement, I projected this as hours worked, so I have roughly 100 hours worked per month. And after taxes and fixed costs, it gives me a net profit of $1,027. And as the yearly, I have roughly 900 hours, give or take. And after taxes and fixed costs, it is a net profit of $8,172. So from a financing strategy, when I'm asking for you investors, I'm asking for $2,000. I'm putting $250 of my own, $250 of my family and relatives, and I'm asking $250 for you to get my business out there, grow to where it's professional. So $2,500 overall. Thank you for your consideration of Precision Landscaping, and as always, make the right decision and pick precision.
Yes. You do all the maintenance of your equipment yourself, or do you have to outsource that to someone else?
Yeah, my father's really good with kind of fixing things, or whether it's we go on YouTube, like a broken wheel comes off, we should kind of go on YouTube and figure it out ourselves. But I haven't really had any problems with my mower as much. My mower and weed whacker work pretty well the past 4 years. Yes.
If there were other services, if you were doing mowing for somebody and they had other things they needed besides just the landscaping and the mowing, are you willing to do that as well? Are you an overall?
Oh yeah, I mean I kind of generally do anything. I work for a lot of elderly as well, and sometimes they generally can't do some stuff. The other day, I actually was over at my one client's house, and there was a light bulb that she just needed to replace. So I'll just go do that, or she doesn't drive, so I'll take her to the grocery store. Just little stuff like that as well, to just kind of help the business make a little bit more money as well.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yes. So you're doing this now? Like,
Yeah, I've been
on your
running it
own?
the past 4 years. Last year was my main year. I took it to like the next level. I really worked on it throughout the summer and like prioritized it.
Yeah, great work.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
What's your client capacity?
So I was primarily on like 20 clients, roughly, like working for them all the time. But word of mouth kind of gets out there, and I have a few jobs here and there. Like I did a bigger mulching job in early spring. So I would be roughly working between like 20 and 30 within the past summer, give or take. It's kind of all over the place sometimes with summer.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Caden Wagner, and this is KW Coating. I'll be providing a service of powder coating. Powder coating is a process that involves applying an extremely durable plastic coating using an electrical charge and compressed air before baking it with heat in an oven. Durability along with cosmetic value is what makes it so popular for parts among cars and motorcycles that are often hit with stones or salt. The process includes a coating gun that electrically charges the air. The powder is moved out of the gun by compressed air and picks up a high voltage electrical charge. As the charged powder travels through the air, it is attracted to the metal part. This happens because there is a ground lead attached from the gun to the part. This allows the powder to get good coverage and cover all edges. Unlike paint, which travels in a straight line out of the gun, the overspray can simply be swept and disposed of. Powder coating is also very clean for the environment and doesn't have any emissions. Some short-term goals are to make 10 sales and get my name out there and have some returning customers and just have a good reputation. And also to make extra money in high school. Some long-term goals would be to move out of my garage and get a brick and mortar business and even make a living through this. Some competitors are Mountaintop Powder Coating, Dillon's Coating, Badworks Performance and Coating, and none of these are located in the Blair County area. And or are lacking information. Also, a quote is needed for each job. The target market would be Blair County, and there's a vast range of consumers, but all behave in similar ways and call themselves car or motorcycle enthusiasts. They can be of all ages, from new drivers to old men that have classic cars. By personalities, they all do the same activities, such as attending car shows and shop at local auto parts and car stores. Marketing plan. One unit would be a set of rims, and I have a website and social media I plan on advertising through business cards, social media ads, and booths at trade shows. Car enthusiasts vary from all ages. Here's a screenshot of my website. You can contact me at kw-coating.com. The cost of supplies for one unit would be around $55, and then business cards and advertisements and everything about $11, bringing the total to $65.49. So monthly sales projections. March, I would just like to get my name out there, make a sale, and then really start honing in on the marketing and advertising and picking up over the summer. So the selling price per unit would be $200. The unit would be a set of 4 car wheels. And with all the cost of supplies and everything, I would be netting in around $125. So average monthly operation costs would vary depending on the amount of jobs I have to do, which, if I meet my projections, would be around $275. And then monthly income statement, if I meet projections, I would average about 5 sales a month, which after taxes and all that, with net profit, $541. In 1 year, I would average about 50 sales, give or take, and net profit, $5,275. So startup investment, at an entry level, you just use any basic electric oven, a powder coating gun, and a sandblasting cabinet to prep the part and knock off any old coatings or paint. But I would like to invest in an industrial oven, and that's the only thing I haven't purchased yet. So, financial strategy, I'm putting $300 of my own money into this. My parents are matching that with another $300. And I'm asking investors for $2,000. This investment would go towards an oven and better tools and everything. Thank you for your consideration of KW Coding, and once again, I'm asking for $2,000. Any questions?
How long does it take you to do a set of 4 tires?
Well, right now with just a basic house oven, you have to bake each one separately. So once the part reaches 400 degrees, then you just cook it for 20 minutes and you can pull it right out.
Will you be supplying different media to do your blasting, be it powder, plastic, sand?
Yeah.
Different types of metal?
Yeah.
Is that baked into your cost?
Yeah, and then like different powders call for different temperatures, and metals and everything call for different temperatures. Any other questions?
Have you had any sales to date?
No, I have not.
Any clients lined up?
Not yet. We just launched the website like last month and haven't really had any advertisements on social media or anything yet, so.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good evening, investors. I'm Adam Yusuf, and I'm the CEO of the Shoyu Shop. The Shoyu Shop is a mobile ramen food cart. You might be sitting there thinking, what's ramen, what's he doing? Ramen is a type of popular and widespread Japanese noodle. As for the business, the cart will be set up at different events. The noodles will be prepared separately from the broth on site so that they come out fresh. The cart will be heated using propane fuel. I have multiple menu items such as chicken, beef, vegetable, and plain. I have some goals, short-term and long-term. My first short-term goal is to sell 30 bowls in the first month. I'll do this by advertising for my business and other businesses. Speaking of advertising, I'll advertise for other businesses on my cart to add to the startup cost and future costs. I have enough room for 6 ads, and I'll ask for $250 a year for each space of advertisement. My other short-term goal is to have ads on 3 different platforms in the first month. This will help to launch my business and make it more widely known. My first long-term goal is to sell 400 bowls in the first year. This seems realistic with the startup costs and the income per unit. My final long-term goal is to have 2 more carts by 2024. This is a route to expansion, and with the first new cart, sales will increase more rapidly so I can afford the second one. Here are some of my competitors. Overall, my advantages to the competitors are that I'm in the area, I'm convenient, and I'm cheaper than the other restaurants. Overall, my target market is a wide range of people that are mainly college students or working young adults on a lunch break. Since the age group is younger adults, our services will be helpful because it's fast and convenient. Over 6,300 people in Altoona fall into my target market alone. I'll reach my customers through a website and word of mouth. I've already heard from Lakemont, and I can operate there already. My definition of 1 unit is 1 bowl of ramen, and it costs me $5 to produce each unit for my most expensive item. As for the monthly sales, we expect an increase in sales in the winter due to the weather and the fact that we sell a warm product. It costs us $5.58 in total to produce the product, and we're selling for $9.99, and we'll make $4.43 per sale. I expect that in a month we will have sold 30 bowls. The gross profits for the month, as expected, will be $125.70, and our net profit will be $88.29. I expect that in our first year of operation, we will have sold 400 bowls. The gross profit would be $1,676, and our net profit would be $1,185.18. The startup investment will be used to purchase the cart, the ingredients, the gas, and the other essential items and expenses. I will be contributing $73.91 for my own money, and my family will be contributing $50. That means today I'm asking you for $1,400 for my startup investment. Thank you for your consideration of the Show You Shop. Again, I am asking you today for $1,400 for my startup investment. Any questions?
How many people can you serve in an hour?
In an hour, it takes me about 20 minutes to make 2 or 3 portions. So in an hour, I could make about 9 portions. But I don't expect my sales to be that well in the first month, so I'm not going to make too many at once.
So is this a cart or a truck?
It's a cart.
Okay, and you do think that you're going to be able to sell during the winter months using a cart outside?
I do, but I don't expect to sell in places like Mont Park, places more accessible. Any other questions?
We have time for one more question.
Yeah. All right.
So as a panel, we were able to give out $12,000 to everyone that's presented today, divvied up amongst each of them based upon their ask and what we felt was appropriate for their presentations. So I want to start with who the National Saunders Scholarship winner is and who's going to move forward to represent the Blair County YEA, and that is Weather the Storm. Okay, so the way that we were able to divvy up the money towards all of the presenters and new business owners is VR Haven, a virtual reality experience, is going to get $500. S&B Cards and Collectibles is going to get $500. The Meraki is $2,000. Weather the Storm is going to go with $4,200. Some Detailing will have $500. Home and Made is $500. Recycled Runway, $400. HBbq Company, $1,200. Precision Landscaping Services, $1,000. KW Coding, $500. And the Sew Shop, $700. I also wanted to, we are announcing the runner-up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I also wanted to say that the runner-up for this, for the presentations is Meraki as well. Again, I just want to say that everyone did a wonderful job in the presentations.